Welcome back. When we eat too much sugar, we are more likely to be overweight, have a higher risk of heart disease, diabetes, and even cancer. This morning, joined by registered dietitian Susie Zachman to talk about desugaring our breakfast. I love this. Great idea. Thanks so much for joining us, Susie. How to get started? I mean, we start our day out with breakfast, and we want to be healthy. What are some tips to start out our day?
Well, the first thing is that we really need to empower ourselves, because a lot of breakfast foods that have health halos that we think are actually quite healthy have more sugar hiding in them than we realize. So every time you go to the grocery store, 3 out of every 4 packaged goods has added sugar in it, even foods we don't think of as sweet. And it's hard to tell from the front of the package. So I play this game with my families. You can see like a very sugary cereal, and then you see a healthy cereal next to it, and I ask them, which one do you think has more sugar? And of course they all say Cocoa Puffs, but it's not. It's the healthier looking cereal. This has more added sugar than the Cocoa Puffs. So we have to be sugar detectives. It is not easy to find out. And even the nutrition facts panel on the side of the box, it gives you sugar in grams. And I don't know about you, but I don't know if 13 grams of sugar is a lot or a little. I'd prefer to see it, I think, in teaspoons and cups. And it also doesn't separate added sugar from naturally occurring sugar. And we're really talking about added sugar. Natural sugar is in fruit, and I'm not worried about that. It comes with lots of antioxidants and vitamins. It's also in dairy. So you may have heard of lactose. That's a naturally occurring sugar. And dairy obviously has lots of benefits for us as well, calcium and good for our bone health. So we're really talking about added sugars. And the nutrition facts label doesn't separate those out. So we have to be sugar detectives, and there is a great app, it's free, called Sugar Rush.
Oh, cool.
You download it, you scan the barcode, and it immediately gives you added sugar versus naturally occurring sugar, and it gives you it in teaspoons, which we think in. It's more intuitive to us than grams. So tip number 1, knowledge is power. Be a sugar detective. Find out where in your breakfast it is.
Susie, how much sugar is too much sugar?
Well, again, we're talking about added sugar, and for women it's 6 teaspoons a day, 9 for men, and 3 to 6 for children, depending on, you know, their age and their activity level. And the average American is eating 3 times that much. And I think we know it's in desserts, but we don't think of it as being in breakfast, right?
Yeah. Are you talking about during breakfast we're eating more than that, or throughout the course of the day?
Throughout the day. So throughout the day we're eating too much, but we don't think about it when we're eating breakfast. We don't realize how much sugar is in there. So I'll give you an example. A lot of people think oatmeal is heart healthy, so they'll have a couple of packets of, you know, apple cinnamon oatmeal. If you've had that, you're done with your sugar for the day. And people are thinking, well, I've made a healthy choice, but actually there's a lot of sugar in there. So that's why tip number 2 is add it yourself.
And we have all this here.
Yes.
Talk about it.
So this is an oatmeal you can make yourself. It has sugar just through the banana. So a really ripe, actually the nastier they look, the sweeter they are, the better they are. And this is, you've got some heart healthy fats from the peanut butter, you've got your oatmeal, and no added sugar at all. It's delicious, and it's sweet by the banana. And the other one is a granola I've made. So a lot of the granolas in the store have a lot of added sugar, but this is sweetened by banana again, and just 2 tablespoons of maple sugar in the whole batch. So add it yourself. Don't buy the vanilla yogurt. Buy the plain, sweeten it with banana, sweeten it with applesauce, sweeten it with fruit, and then you can really get most of it through these natural sugars, which are so good for us, and not these added sugars. You can save your added sugars for ice cream or a treat, but don't waste them at breakfast.
So you can add banana or peanut butter. Can you use almond butter or sun butter?
Absolutely. Any of those are great.
I make my own almond butter.
That's delicious.
This, my husband loves this. The avocado bread. Talk about that. No, you said no sugar in that.
No, so this is the other trick. So you can have a savory breakfast. And I think a lot of parents think, well, we're running out of the house in the morning, we have school, we have work. Savory breakfast means eggs, and I don't have time for that. But you can do something like this, which is you can either just do a straight avocado toast, which it sounds like your husband likes. I love too. Or you can put some salmon on there, or you could do your homemade almond butter with some sliced banana. Do a savory breakfast that doesn't have to be, you know, a big complicated production like an egg dish, and then there's no sugar in there at all.
All right, thanks for the tips. A little bit of seasoning on that, olive oil, it's awesome. All right, thanks so much. Susie Zachman in the house for us this morning, talking about these great tips. For more information, go to the On Air tab, pull it down to the Good Morning Connecticut section.